Hey everybody, and it's Ward here again with another video. I'm going to be bringing you guys Fireball Rocketloons into Legend League. Hopefully we can hit all the base types today and crush them all. I want to show you how to hit all different base types. And yeah, without further ado, let's jump in the first attack. Okay, so base 1 is a double rage base. And yeah, what I like to do is obviously fireball one of these rage towers. But I also look for flame flinger value because sometimes you can fireball like where this bomb tower is and flame flinger the side, but with this expo here, I won't take that value. I'm going to fireball the rage tower. I just got to find my best entry into it, and I think this corner does provide the easiest way to get in there, I guess is what I mean. I'm going to test for any traps. Okay, I got to get a headhunter ready for a queen right here. Maybe I should charge the other side where the royal champion was. That's usually what I do, but yeah, we're going in regardless. I should be able to snipe that down unless there's obviously Tesla or stuff. Okay, there is a Tesla up there though. Hopefully that doesn't ruin my pathing. I don't think it should. I think my warden will probably head to the top side there, gold mine, which I'd rather not, but it is what it is. Just gonna ice block right here. Set my invis up. Okay, there's the fireball landing really nicely. A headhunter to deal enough damage to the queen. All right, nice. We're looking really nice right here. I'm just going to check for any kind of traps on my warden's approach. He's going to go take down the town hall. And there's no heroes there, honestly, which is also like double perfect because that's ideal, what you want anyway. And then, yeah, my warden's going to kind of continue down that right side beautifully. I'm actually going to start in a siege barracks. I did a while ago an attack where I tried to start my heroes directly into the rage tower, and I learned it was a bad idea the hard way. So, you know, don't learn it the hard way like I do and start your Sui into the, what's it called? Monolith section. I know it's not the Rage Tower, and I wanted to clear it early, but trust me, it's definitely better not to go into the Rage Tower right away. My queen should be doing pretty well right here. She still is doing great. Yeah, I do want to save this kind of rage for my warden. There's probably ice golems coming out, which I'm not too worried about. But yeah, at this point, my warden is my town hall killer. My queen's about to go to ability. There's not that much left on the base, so there's my royal champion to go in for the rage tower compartment and help snipe off a bunch of these buildings. I wanted to get that air defense. We'll see if I can still get it down. There we go. Nice. Okay, beautiful. And royal champion's going to work her way through. And yeah, I should be good right here. The royal champion is going to get in. I will invis the royal champion actually, because as long as this multi-arch goes down, there's nothing left on the base, and I'm going to help tank some of its beams to deal less damage to me. And yeah, we're going to get the triple. Not incredibly convincing on this one, I will admit, but you know, a 3-star is a 3-star nonetheless. And my king did run into a lot of troubles early on this one, so I think if I could have maybe not had my king die so quickly, but there was a bunch of Tesla there, so kind of it is what it is. But yeah, a very nice 3-star nonetheless. And we'll get in the next one and continue the day. Okay, base number 2 is another double rage, actually. And this one should be about the same. Fireball the rage tower, you know the drill. But what I am going to do differently on this one is, yeah, if I hit the scatter shot, I will go get the clan castle. I'll get this expo, but I think I'll miss this ricochet cannon. But yeah, that's what I'm going to try and do right here. 1, 2, let's see if there's Tesla right here. Okay, there's actually not. I see a flinger I can set up. I think I'll set it up, but we'll see. 1, 2, 3 right here. There's the fireball. Nice, beautiful right there. Beautiful, beautiful setup. Went for the quakes first because I needed to make sure that actually went down. And as I was saying, I was actually planning to flinger this top side. If I take down this mortar, I'd get the multi-arch and stuff. But if my warden is walking towards the rage tower, which it does appear like he is, okay, I want to try and flinger that bottom side, but maybe I won't anymore since the Rocketloons are going to go get the ricochet cannon. Yeah, if they're just going to do that, that's fine with me. I'm just going to go with the siege barracks. My warden is going to go through a lot of damage right here, especially going into the spitter head-on is not ideal. So got to make sure I'm paying extra attention to him because, yeah, he's going to run into a lot of trouble right here. So we're going to see exactly what happens. I do have a little bit of spells available, and I mean, as long as he gets through that section, we're going to have no problems. So got to keep a big eye on my warden. There should be no Tesla if there was none above, but I would like to pull that Gigabomb. That would always be nice. Does 2 balloons do it? No, it doesn't. Okay, that's whatever. I'm going to rage up now. We can walk through that section. Now we're going to fight the spitter in like any second right here. I'm probably going to invis through this raged up gear tower if I target it next. Yeah, I do. Okay, there's the invis, as I said. The skeletons are actually being a little annoying. They pull my warden all the way away from the rage tower. So, yeah, that's definitely not ideal. And, I don't know. It's a pretty easy entry for me right here. A nice funnel set up easily by a baby dragon and some balloons. So I'm going to go with the log launcher. The siege barracks is really helpful when you need to funnel. But since the funnel was so easy to do right there, I think it was worth going in for the log launcher right here because, yeah, as you see, it's going to get some really crazy value. That's actually a very nice free spell on both those heroes to keep me alive. I'm actually going to send in my Royal Champion a little earlier than normal because I want to take advantage of taking down this section with no Rage Tower. There's the King ability. Yeah, I do have healers still with my Queen, so once again, I'm probably going to Druid my Royal Champion since the healers are over on my other heroes. And, yeah, this one's looking good for a 3-star. Yeah, definitely. I'm going to rage up right here. Come on, Druids. No way the Druids failed right there. That's actually pretty bad, but we're still going to get the 3-star. If I needed to rage a lot earlier and the Druids wouldn't have died, they would have taken down that whole section. Yeah, this one's going to be a little close on time, but we do get the 3-star, which is obviously the goal nonetheless. So, yeah, a very good start to the day. 2 nice triples. This one was a little weird because my warden kind of walked towards and stuff. But yeah, nice 3-star, and let's get into the third hit. Okay, third hit is a core rage tower. This is a different type of base against a guy from Psycho Noob. I'm going to check for a flame flinger, and seeing these ground and air expos, I guess there's only one on that corner. It does make me want to look at maybe flingering that, but I don't know. I don't think so. And what I'm going to do on this one is you have some choices of where to try and fireball if you want to just go for like the gear tower. I think I'm going to try and go for this multi-inferno. I believe in my ability to go deep with a fireball, and that does get me the most value. So that is a beautiful Rocketloon right there testing kind of the entire path for my warden. So I do know I will be safe now. And yeah, entering into this one, I kind of got to charge pretty far, not going to lie. But yeah, probably these balloons are going to do really well because that one's going to funnel out a mortar, Tesla, and a building. Okay, didn't quite get the Tesla though. And then this one's going to funnel out another mortar, and it should push my warden directly into the core right here. I'll take down the Queen, the Royal Champion, and then I'm going to start walking in. The problem with the Sneezy is that I might pull the Clan Castle, but you know what? That is something we live with. And yeah, right here, honestly, my warden is doing a really good job. And probably after this builder hut, I will just ice block to be safe. Is it 1 shot? Nope, 2 shots. Okay, 1, 2, 3. That goes into the core. That's beautiful right there. We actually got all the value we were looking for. So great setup right here. I would probably choose my warden to go to the right if I had a preference, but we'll see where he naturally decides to go since I'm not really going to pull him. Yeah, he will go to the right though. So that's very nice. Okay, yeah, he did. I was ready to pull him if he didn't. Oh, didn't mean to go with the Rocketloon right there. Sui's in. I'm going to wall break right here. Got to get them into the actual value. And at this point, yeah, there's a Skelly. I could probably try pulling the Clan Castle, but or the Poison Tower, but I don't think it's worth it. I'm also keeping an eye out on the Warden, as always. And he's doing very fine right here. That Skeleton spell is actually getting some very good work in. And yeah, my Warden is still doing okay, so that's very nice. He's actually on the Town Hall now, and that's going to be really good. The King actually is going to go to ability, which is not ideal, being forced so far out of the base. But we'll use it right here. The Queen, I just need to wall break her in deeper, and that's perfect right there. Headhunter is working in tandem with her really well. Those Yetis aren't going to do too much now since the base isn't open enough for them. But, wow, look at that value from that Baby Dragon. And I want to check that Builder Hut right there in the core. I'm going to rage up the Queen. She goes really deep, and her ability is going to go crazy right here as she takes down that whole compartment, plus hopefully getting me through the wall. And then, yeah, I'm going to go with the Royal Champion for this final compartment. I don't want to be time failing. I've been a little close on that last one and when I was doing my warm-up, so got to be certain of these. Honestly, the Queen, I don't know how she didn't go down right there, the enemy Queen, but it is what it is. We kind of just finish off the base and, yeah, get ourselves a nice 3-star. which is another good attack so far. And that's a core, rage base, finding the value for the fireball. And let's get in the next one. All right, next one is an Invis core, and it's also got a rage section here, though. So what's interesting is the log launcher can do well against Invis sections, but I do like that's a lot of value. Like that's going to be a crazy fireball if I can land that. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be looking at doing that. The Town Hall does stretch pretty far out on this base, which sucks a little bit. But I think what I'm going to do is walk along this corner, kind of walk through the Town Hall, fireball the fire spitter in the core, and then get my heroes through that back end section. That raged up Crusher Mortar actually is going to do a lot of damage. So yeah, I got to be a little careful for that. But yeah, what I'm going to do right here is walk here. I could have done this similar thing to last attack, walking through this kind of gold storage. But I think I'd rather take this corner. We're going to see. I think it should be pretty easy to walk the Town Hall. That's my thought process, obviously. If it doesn't work out, we might be in trouble. But we'll see what happens right here. Gonna kind of tank up this multi-arch. Okay, it's not even targeting me yet. I just didn't want to use too many spells. The Headhunter's not quite going to get the bait. Or is it dead? Nice. Okay, we did get the, whatever that's called. I can't think right now, honestly. The enemy royal champion, though, down. So that's pretty good. We're on this elixir storage now, and yeah, I mean, we're really close to fireballing. I'm just going to wait for this to go down. 3 right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's the fireball into the core. Really nice right there. Warden continues up. Okay, that's actually interesting. I'm going to have the Royal Champion now available for the Town Hall, so I'm probably just going to start my Sui on this backside because, yeah, that Raged Up Crusher Mortar is going to do so much that I think I'm kind of just going to Sui right here and going to send the Royal Champion into the back end, and that'll be it. So, yeah, King and Queen are doing well right here. Going to poison right here for that furnace. And then, yeah, Royal Champion is going to make her stand right here. There's the ability. Okay, King ability's in. There's the Druids. I maybe could have used them on the Royal Champion since she's on her own, but I don't think it was necessarily needed. And we should be looking really solid right here. I'm not going to lie. This base looks kind of cooked. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the Skeleton spell, I think, right here to really add value to the Royal Champion charge. And then I'm going to rage up right here because if my Royal Champion raged, with one freeze, I can get the Queen, Mono, and Ground Bow right there. Look at that crazy value. And that will allow my Royal Champion to continue through this section. Actually, I can't believe none of those Rocketloons went into the core. That's kind of crazy to me. But yeah, that Raged Up Crusher Mortar actually didn't turn out to be as big of a problem as I thought. And we kind of crushed this base. So the Royal Champion was planned to go get that section. And I did a really good job managing that, allowing her to get the value that I had planned. And not leaving too much for her, but also cleaning up behind her right here, you see. So we didn't get a time fail. So yeah, a very nice triple on this Invis core base. Had to hit the fireball, obviously, which can be a little difficult. But, you know, we land those. And there's a nice 3-star. And let's get in the next one. All right, our next one is a core hook base. So it is a double rage, but it's got a core hook, which is a little different. And Clan Castle really exposed is odd on this one. I don't see myself landing a nasty flinger or anything, but what I'm going to do on this one is just try and set up my Sui into the hook tower. So we'll see if I can obviously get that down, but my fireball is going to be coming onto that rage tower, and I'm going to send my Royal Champion in for the Town Hall on this one again, because I'll Sui. What I like to do on these hook tower bases, it's pretty exposed, is Sui with the Warden. Obviously, my Warden might go up to the top side after this fireball, and I wouldn't be too opposed to that either. But yeah, I like to Sui with my Warden, so I'm kind of going to try and funnel him towards that bomb tower because I want that to go down to set up my invis a little bit easier. Once that bomb tower goes down, I see a triple invis that I'm just going to hit and take and move on to the next one. So there's 1, 2, 3. Okay, fireball lands, beautiful. He's probably going to go to the bottom side right here, which is why I'm not too worried. Okay, he actually does go up. So that's probably better, getting him to work on his own right here. And it happens naturally, which is always awesome. Maybe. Okay, yes, it does. That's nice. So Warden's going to be looking really good right here, up on the top side all alone. And then I will just need a little bit of support onto this Sui to make sure that my king is going into the base, because he has to get hooked in. What do we got right here? Triple Ice Golem's actually interesting right there. Yeah, King's doing pretty well. There's a skeleton spell, and honestly, whatever gets hooked, whether it's these skeletons continuing to distract or it's the king eventually, like, I'm not too worried. It's all going to work out in the end. So obviously ideal would be my king getting hooked in, but yeah, I'm not really worried about this. There he does. Opens up everything, and yeah, this base should be absolutely crushed. So we're looking really solid. The queen's doing well. There's 2 druids to go into her just to make this even more crushed. And yeah, honestly, I'm going to rage up right here just to try and really push me into this town hall quicker. I was going to say quicklier. That's not a word. And yeah, at this point, my warden's not going in for that town hall fast enough, and I don't want him to die. So I'm going to pop the royal champion to make him go there, and then it will allow him to stay alive and namely keep the healers alive. But I'm going to rage up my queen with ability. That's going to get a lot of value right there. And there's not much left, just the queen in this compartment. I'm going to snipe out the bomb tower, let the headhunter, while everything's frozen, go on the queen. And yeah, there's another 3-star on this hook base, letting the king and queen Sui go get it. And yeah, go pick it up, 3-star. And let's go get in the next. A little too easy on that one. Okay, the next base is another double rage base. And obviously, these are going to be everywhere in the meta, which is why Fireball has been so prevalent, but it's because Devil Poison just doesn't put out enough damage to defend roots, which honestly, if you look at your defense log, like at least for me, mine is like 8 attacks out of Root Riders. People are still just slamming Root Riders, so this does have a triple Ricochet Cannon section over there, which is kind of scary, but I don't know. I don't think I can do anything about it right now, so I'm going to try and set up this Fireball. Honestly, I think an instant on this one will be pretty nice. So that's what I'm going to do right here. Invis where the warden is. What the? Oh, there's no way I actually just got baited by that. That's crazy. I've never been baited by that. My warden must have been like an inch, the placement from what would have been good and what was not good, because, wow, I can't believe that actually went up there. Yeah, that must have been like just an inch off. That's crazy. And we'll see what we can do right here. Obviously, I fireballed absolutely nothing. Going to go for a Quake to try and help keep my Sneezy alive, and we actually do, which is nice. But yeah, this one's not ideal. My warden's going to charge a lot of the base. And yeah, we'll see if I can save this. Let's see if we can save this after actually getting baited. That's crazy. I also have never been baited by it, so I kind of stopped clicking on them. I hadn't been insta-fireballing a lot. But yeah, that's just a reminder to stay humble. You know, I'm never too good to be baited, obviously. And yeah, we'll work on saving this one. So my warden's going to continue to walk, which is kind of beautiful. My Sui's going to have to go through this crazy section, which kind of sucks. That's like really hard. But I think I'm going to go with a log launcher. Okay, we're still looking pretty good right here. Take down that expo. Okay, that's beautiful right there. And yeah, as long as I can stay alive, hopefully that Sneezy doesn't go down because it provides a lot of value. Okay, nice. Actually, at this point, since that's being targeted, I'm going to go in right here. There's a king, queen, a ice golem comes in. Sorry, the log launcher. I'm going to wall break right here. There's a freeze. Double headhunter right there. My warden is still actually walking pretty safely. I'm actually quite surprised with how well this has gone so far. I think we still definitely have a chance at 3-starring this. It does appear that my warden's going to join with the heroes, which is a little unfortunate, not going to lie. But, you know, we'll take it as it comes. Whatever happens, happens. There goes my king ability. I just want that Crusher Mortar to die. It was doing way too much damage to me right here. Warden is actually, I think, going to go down, which will suck if he does. Gonna pop the ice block spell right here. Gotta make sure I go get that 2-star. So World Champion goes into the core. And I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to save this one because the healers are going down and they would definitely need to be clutch in this attack. And we don't have them anymore. The queen's already dead. So yeah, I think we're gonna fall a little short on this one, but I missed my fireball, so I'll take the blame on that one, absolutely. And yeah, I'm gonna rage up right here. Gonna pop an invis. And yeah, we'll come up a little short right here, which is entirely my bad. And we'll get in the next one because, yeah, that happens, obviously. And I was trying to finish out this day still strong. A little unfortunate. That's okay. I guess I still got 10 seconds. Thought that one was going to end a little quicker, but yeah, that kind of sucks. Can't believe I just did that. That's actually embarrassing. Oh, well, whatever. We'll get on to the next. Get this elixir collector. Nice. All right, here we go. Okay, we'll get in the habit again of looking at the air sweepers clearly. But another double rage base we've got here. Fire spitters are both facing the core. And yeah, this one's looking like probably this bottom section looks like a nice fireball. And I don't think I see a flinger. 4 ground expos in the corner is always going to make it tough. So yeah, I'm not seeing anything right here. But I am seeing a nice fireball, nice juicy fireball. I think I'd rather get the Crusher Mortar. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'd rather get the Crusher Mortar since it's much more difficult for my Sui. So let's just get it out of the base. And yeah, we're going to walk here for a little bit, I guess. Warden's going to continue moving. And then probably I'll set up my fireball. I'll take down this mortar just to make it a little easier. There's nothing on the flank I have to worry about. Just invis is on the core. And yeah, this one's going to be, I could do a 4 invis right here. So let's set it up. 1, 2, 3 actually. I might hit the scatter shot though. Yeah, we do, which allows me to get the clan castle. I missed the Crusher Mortar though, which sucks. I didn't want to miss the Crusher Mortar at all. Alright, that's all right value. Getting the clan castle is pretty nice, but missing the Crusher Mortar stinks a little bit, so I think I'll take it though. Oh, no way we didn't get that down first. That's unfortunate. Hopefully we can go in and snipe this ricochet cannon. Wow. Okay, it actually didn't do any damage to me though, so not too bad right here. Warden's going to step up, take down this Royal Champion. He might chase and then end up on the Crusher Mortar. Yep, that does look like it happens. I'm going to need 2 Rocketloons. I don't want my healers to get sniped out by this. There we go. Okay, nice right there. And I'm going to get my Sui in a second. There's a siege barracks already starting on the funnel. Gonna get into here. So I've already got the... okay, there's the rage for my Warden. He's dealing with a lot of damage right here. King, Valkyrie, Ice Golem. So King's getting ready to duck into the base as well. And yeah, we're kind of funneling that top set for my Warden. I was a little late, I think. But it's all right. Ice Golem's actually going to get a really nice freeze right here, so that's really handy. And yeah, we should be looking good. The Rage Tower already triggered as well. Look at the funnel set by my Siege Barracks right there. And yeah, we should be looking amazing. I'm going to probably just use an invis onto this multi-gear whenever I end up going after it. But there's the... okay, there's the invis as I mentioned. Queen right here with the Druids raged up. And we'll see what we can do right here. I think the raged up Druids can go crazy. And I might be able to swag my World Champion, so let's see what we can actually do, but that's my guess. And yeah, we look like we're looking good. How in the world do these... I don't know how my headhunters haven't been working as well today. Okay, I actually wasn't paying attention to my Warden, so I'm just going to use my World Champion right here. Probably still didn't need her, but yeah, we don't want to risk anything, so... Not too bad right here. A nice 3-star. And so far a great day other than obviously getting baited that one. But still I've been very clean otherwise. So I've been very happy. And let's get in the next one. Okay, DZ Eric Sario. This guy is an esports player. And let's make sure we get the 3-star right here. This one will be for 308 on offense, which is not amazing. Like I'd rather the 320. But hopefully we can get a defense and still end positive. So... yeah, this is where we're looking. The double poison base doesn't have as much damage around, so you can usually find a nice flame flinger. And I think I want to go up top for this double ricochet cannon, so somewhere by that you see barracks is solid. My fireball is a little bit harder to decide where to go with it, but I'll talk about that a little more in a second here. So I'm just checking for any kind of traps. And I already noticed up by this barracks is my safe spot, so I'll put it down there. And yeah, as I was saying, I was unsure of where to go with this fireball, but what I think is I'm probably just going to go for this fire spitter. If I can hit that, I'll get the clan castle in that whole compartment plus the expo on the bottom there. So that's where I'm going to try and hit. I'm not so sure if we're actually going to be able to get in there, but yeah, that's my goal right here. So Warden's looking pretty good. I'm probably just going to freeze this section because the headhunter is going to be tough into a multi-inferno. And then yeah, right here, that builder hut, I'd like to get down. Oh, no way, that's not even the builder hut. All right, rip. Well, we actually do go to the builder hut anyway with that. How does that get pulled by 2 balloons? I think it's probably because the buggers are alive. Okay, I'm actually going to ice block right here. That one's a single invis, double invis right here. Okay, I don't know if my first quake, yeah, did not hit the clan castle. All right, that's unfortunate. Well, it is what it is. We're not getting the clan castle down. I'll just fight it with my Sui. That's fine with me. I'm actually going to take down a bunch of this to really help funnel. We wall break in right here. Bunch of Rocketloons come out. Not too worried about them. Queen deals with that, no problem. Trying to find the best spot for my skeleton spell. I think right here is really, really good. Yeah, I like that a lot. Okay, there's a wall break to kind of push me into the base. But what I'm kind of worried about is my Warden's about to get pulled here. Yep, there it is. by the Yetis, which is never good, but he's still fine because he's not... Okay, he is continuing to walk a little far now. I don't like this right here right now. World Champion's going to come from behind, finish the scatter shot, go into the Town Hall right there. The Queen is still doing well, and I think we're looking pretty good, but yeah, I guess we're going to have to kind of see. But there's the Queen raged up. Those Druids should do some incredible work. They're not raged up yet, but they will be. The World Champion goes, finishes the mono. The Queens are still full health, so I don't need to invis yet. I'm kind of saving them until I need them. I'm going to use it right here into that multi-archer tower. And yeah, this one, unfortunately, I'm missing out on the 320 from one missed fireball. Other than that, it was a very clean day, so I'm certain I would have gotten the 320. But 308's not too shabby. Yeah, we'll hope, obviously, to continue strong into the back end of this season, but a decent day on offense, and yeah, hopefully we can get some defense and pick up a positive day. So that'll do it for today's video. Really hope you guys enjoy watching me hit all these different types of bases, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace.